We're looking ahead to a big story happening tomorrow right in our backyard. That's because the Supreme Court will start hearing challenges to President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan.
Whatever the justices decide will impact millions of Americans with student debt. Casey Nolan is live from the Supreme Court tonight. And Casey, you're hearing from people who plan on being there all night.
They do, despite the fact that it's kind of cold and rainy and a little bit miserable. They are already in line outside of the Supreme Court. They do plan to be here all night to get a seat inside the courtroom tomorrow, where they hope the justices will let the president's student debt relief plan go forward. At the same time, there is new research that shows who stands to lose or gain the most from this ruling. Do you feel like you can actually influence the justices?
I sure hope so.
Supporters of President Biden's student debt relief plan gathered outside the Supreme Court Monday night, hoping when the court hears the case on Tuesday, the justices will let the plan move forward, wiping out or reducing debts for millions.
I worked like 3 different jobs in college. Still, student loan is an issue.
I just think a lot of people don't realize the burden that this debt carries with them and how long and how enduring it can be for so many people.
The Supreme Court is hearing 2 challenges to the plan. One involves 6 Republican-led states that sued. The other involves a lawsuit filed by 2 students. Opponents argue the president has overstepped his authority and say the $400 billion cost over the next 3 decades is too high.
Many of the people that we spoke to and we studied and have spoken with really feel like they would be paying on this debt for the rest of their lives.
University of North Carolina professor Afeniba Otto says what is missed in this argument is who is most affected. She says due to racial wealth disparities and grant programs that haven't kept up with the cost of college, Black students have the most at stake with this ruling.
And that really falls on Black families and households who just don't have access to the same amount of resources. Like if we look at wealth gaps within our society, Black families have about 1/10 of the wealth that the median white family has.
A lot of the people we've talked to here tonight say this is not just a one-night thing for them. Regardless of how the court rules tomorrow, they believe they have some momentum to keep pushing this issue across the street at the Capitol. As for a ruling here, Leslie, we likely won't have that until this summer.
Yep, we'll have to wait probably until June, and I'm sure people are trying to think of backup plans in the event that something changes. All right, Casey, thank you.